A great way to prevent waste in the kitchen is to make candied orange peel instead of throwing out those orange peels. In order to make candied orange peel, you need just 3 simple ingredients: oranges, water, sugar. Begin by washing the oranges really well with water. Then peel them using a knife to cut slits. Cut the peels into long strips. Now add the orange peels to a 3-quart or larger pot along with 3 cups of water, although the amount of water doesn't have to be exact. Set the heat on the burner to high and bring the water to a boil. Boil the peels for about 8 to 10 minutes. Then pour them through a strainer and repeat the process a few more times, until they are no longer bitter tasting. You can even just let them boil a little longer, so you don't have to repeat it as many times. After the peels are no longer bitter, add the cup of sugar to the pot along with 1 cup of water as well. Turn the heat down to medium. Bring the water to a boil to dissolve the sugar. This is essentially making a simple syrup. Allow it to boil for about a minute, then turn the heat down to low, and add the orange peels to the simple syrup. Bring it to a simmer and allow it to simmer for 45 minutes to 1 hour and 15 minutes. What will happen is the syrup will turn the orange peels translucent and candy them, and that is how you know it will be done. Stir occasionally, but you don't have to babysit and constantly stir the whole time while it is simmering. Once it's turned translucent, it's almost complete. Remove the candied orange peel from the pot with a slotted spoon or tongs and place them on a wire rack with parchment paper under it, to catch the excess candy coating that drips off. Allow the candied orange peel to dry for about an hour on the rack. Then you can take them, with clean hands, and roll them in granulated sugar. They should be a bit tacky. Once rolled in sugar, place them back on the wire rack. Allow the candied orange peels to dry on the rack for a couple hours, until no longer tacky. Enjoy! We then bring this candy to the lab to conduct some test. The first test is water activity. Water activity, in simple terms, refers to the amount of available water in a substance. It measures the potential for water molecules to move freely and participate in chemical reactions or microbial growth. The next test is moisture analyzer. A moisture analyzer is a device used to measure the amount of moisture or water content in a substance. It helps determine how much water is present in a material. Other than that, we also conduct a PDA and PCA coliform test to determine the cleanliness and safety of our sample. First, we measure around 11 grams of sample. We then place the sample inside the stomacher bag alongside peptone water. After that, we place them inside the stomacher machine to extract and wash intact microbes into the solution. After completion, we can proceed to start creating dilution until 10 to the -7. We then conduct a spread plate method for each dilution to the PDA and PCA agar. Nevertheless, creating a duplicates for each dilution. And this is our result. For the water activity, we can conclude that after 9 days of storage, there is an increase in water activity for both room temperature storage and storing it at the fridge. The room temp have an increase of 0.039 while the fridge have a larger increase, which is 0.086. This result proved that the sample is safe from majority of microbial growth, since many microbe can't grow at that water activity level. In term for the moisture analyzer, we can see that it had the same trend where the moisture for both storage had an increase, with storing in the fridge having 10% more moisture increase comparing the room temp storage only increased by 8%. Lastly, we conduct the PDA and PCA coliform test 2 times, during the 3rd day of storage and the 9th day. It is safe to say that the orange peel candy does not have any microbial growth, even though there is some growth in the agar, but those growth was not caused by the sample. It can be assumed due to the contamination from the environment. From all the tests we conducted, we can says that our orange peel candy can be stored in a container on normal room temperature and it will last for a couple of weeks without getting bad. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching.